here is going to be CT side for Unjustified because this is Pain Gaming's map pick. So let's see if they can get off to a hot start, maybe rack up those rounds early.
Dualies, quaddies, many dualies, but they might be mostly circumvented. It's a hit coming on in towards the ramp, and Hitman has hit back. He's down after just getting one. Sloopy able to withdraw. Sloopy was a monster on Inferno, but now only has 9 points of health. A Glock to the shin would do him in, and it'll be Nithon with a jumping shot to polish that off. The bomb likely to be planted here, though there is already presence towards Decon to potentially make that uncomfortable. Just too easy, smoked off. Can't do much with these dualies just yet. It's just going to be the dualies. Can the quaddies light the way? They need 4 kills. 2 apiece. 1 for each pistol. Still held by the CTs. There's the first. There's the second as well. Just too easy. He gets his 2. Time for JS Builder, who cannot get started at all. No quaddie kill here.
They are so good at making every round exciting. It's unbelievable. Yeah. Just too easy flicking around for those 2. Makes you believe every time. They give you that hope in the round, which is all you really need to ensure that your confidence doesn't go down too low, even when you're down on the scoreboard, which was the case on Inferno, and they came back and won that one. So Pain Gaming, though, will get the first round this time. They open it up with a 1-0 lead. And now they're going to buy up a couple of MAC-10s, a Galil, and 2 AKs. Unjustified will be forcing up here, as you would expect. Going to be 2 Deagles, now only 1, because Bigger just took down Sloopy, and that's the B site completely opened up. There are a couple of Unjustified players rotating around to try and support and prevent this bomb being planted, but at a certain point, maybe they're just going to call it off and go for the save.
Bomb has been planted.
Save seems to be the ticket, and indeed it is. So Pain Gaming washing away the thoughts of Inferno with 2 quick round wins here. Certainly make things just a little bit more comfortable, a little bit more palatable, if you will. Obviously, what's saved in terms of kit will just go through into the next. But it'll be another limited round for Unjustified, so they're going to presumably start saving for the big guns.
Yeah, you got it.
What are those dualies from Nekiz? I mean, those were from the Unjustified side. They've got little cartoon faces on them. Those are wild, John.
Yeah, those are, I don't remember the name of them, but they're from the Dreams and Nightmares case.
You're going to give me nightmares.
They are. I don't like I don't like the way they look personally. They're very unsettling. I don't know if you remember this old cartoon that used to be on like Flash videos called what was it? Salad Fingers?
Yo, Salad Fingers.
Oh my god. I could not watch that. It literally made me feel so uncomfortable. Stop it. But that's what it reminds me of. So, no, not for me. Certainly not for me.
Not for you, eh?
Nope.
They're called the Melon Drama, and they're watermelons. Ugh. I like that, actually. I'm going to have to go see if I can get my hands on those.
I feel uncomfortable just now having even talked about it.
Like the Cheshire Cat is a watermelon. PKL and Nekiz, couple big kills here, and this round is once again looking pretty comfortable so far. Ramp has been just a wide open door. A gaping chasm for Pain to run on through, and while Nithon and Nekiz are quite low, they've got enough teammates here that this really shouldn't be an issue. Can he collect? Can he collect? Collecting, trying to collect. Calling collect. Eventually will collect.
All right. So Pain Gaming do secure that 3rd round, and they're going to go into their bonus round with 2 MAC-10s and a Galil and 2 AKs. That's certainly not too shabby. Over on the Unjustified side, it's 4 A1Ss and the AWP. Now, they've realized that Pain have been abusing ramp in the first 3 rounds. Maybe they're going to shut it down now. Perhaps that was the plan all along. Leave ramp open and now lull Pain into a false sense of security by going there. Anyway, Pain is a strong new team like we talked about, so they're just going to drop right down into vent. I'm not sure Unjustified are aware. They probably are, since JS Butler was right there, and he does manage to drop Hard Zao into Squeaky Door, so that's 1 down. Thing is, Big U slipped into the site, and he's making noise for Pain Gaming, which will cause a bit of confusion for Unjustified as they try to decide where they're going to end up in this round. Have they left B completely after that first contact? Really?
Seems like it. Pikasaurus got the space down lower. Here comes the hit, Nick. Yes, big shop. There's still a player. Towards hell. That's a huge kill on Just Too Easy. Now they're allowed in towards low. Whoa, they're not going to do it. What is this
Why
read
not?
now? From Pain. They were going to go down. They did go down. They are going down now.
There we go.
Weird little hitch. Wanted to check for the flank, I think. Just checking to see if someone would push in the lobby to punish them. That doesn't happen, and instead this bomb is going down. Pain Gaming are going to get the plant and an advantage heading into the post as well.
I really was surprised to see Unjustified pull off completely when they got that contact at the B side. At least leave a couple of players down there to secure it because, I mean, Hard's out all the space he could possibly want. But anyway, Unjustified now, looking at the prospects of taking this round and say, you know what, not going to do it. Cyrix is already saving and Hitman is not. He's going to try and take these fights. And he gets one, maybe a second. No. Bigu comes out for the trade. I mean, if Hitman gets that second, then he could end up clutching the round. But, well, with Cyrix so far away, it's not really going to be important here. Pain Gaming do pick up a fourth.
They do. Bigu Sarah. In the corner, he'll be fine. 4-0 it is indeed. Again, Pain just running roughshod over Unjustified here initially, and again, they go towards ramp. Again, and again, and again, John, they hit. That's where the pressure's going. They've identified the weakness is B, and until Unjustified stump them, it seems to be a primary focus for the squad. So what's the shift up from Unjustified? I was going to say two players moving this way initially, but no, they're not. They're once again just going to leave it to Sloopy, this time with just a deagle and without much to show. I can understand not wanting to risk it. I wanted to reveal your hand if you do have a different look here. But Pain Gaming, firm lobby control, going to chill out here a little bit. And James Felder just found himself an upgrade. The vent dive from Bigu Zera is punished, is collected, and now there's an AK available. So that one doesn't go to plan for Pain.
No. Sloopy waiting at ramp, and they do have two players watching Crossfire set up with Cyrix's op. This AK is going to help immensely. As JS Feltner's going to wait at the B site at the stairs. Now you see Pain working their way towards the outer guard. They're going to throw that wall of smokes. And the B site is the right hit, of course, but maybe not so much because, right, the one rifle that was picked up for Unjustified aside from the op is in Feltner's hands, and he's waiting there. He's also got the nade. Just waiting for contact, and that will be quite a bit of damage, you have to imagine, if he throws it at the right time. PKL peeking around. Now he's going to toss the nade. Will it do the damage? Yeah, not too bad. I mean, it's going to soften up Nekaz and Nithon, so a little easier to spray down with the AK. PKL moves his way into observation. Feltner very likely expecting this. Surprised he didn't call for the rotations yet because he's still by his lonesome. Now he's going to call for them, but he's going to be dead before they come.
A little bit too late. 12 seconds, though. There's only 12 seconds. Pain cannot get that bomb dropped. It's down for the count, but they're losing bodies in the meantime. Neki is fighting. He's been eliminated. The op's just collecting in everybody, and now it's all on to PKL. A 1v4 for PKL. At least he has the bomb to play off of, but this is pretty hopeless. This is a tough spot. Do they realize where he's at? They're just going to close the doors. Eliminate his position, and now Hitman is fighting, but that bomb's being diffused right under his nose, and he has no idea. Wasn't close enough to hear the tick. He's just doing damage now. Oh my goodness. He's got it! Not in time! Everybody goes the way of the dodo, but the round slips away from Pain.
Wow. Very impressive for PKL to even find all 4 frags in that situation, but not in time. Defusal comes through. Gutsy call from Unjustified just to stick the defusal, but it pans out, and they will get a first round on the board by hook or by crook. And now they have their full-on buy-up coming through with the 4 A1Ss and the op. Cyrix, in particular, was key there. He brought the op into that previous one and was able to connect for 2 frags on the retake to isolate only PKL on that bomb site. Speaking of Cyrix, we talked about how slow he was to start at the beginning of that first half on the previous map, and we'll get back to that because Pain's just going to walk out onto A and take it for free. Not even a frag comes through. Very little damage as well. PKL ends up with a headshot onto JS Feltner, but now Unjustified. Oh, PKL's even in a better spot now. They don't expect him, I don't think.
No, I don't think they realize there's still a player else with red box. He can find some serious damage there. There's one. Ooh, peeking for the second. Doesn't want this chase. Got the round. It's all about doing this further damage. He may not be able to find it just yet, but he's holding them in place, right? They have to be scoped in towards this red box. Does it allow his teammates into positions to punish? No, not so much. They're giving them the slip. Except for Just Too Easy, who's still kind of out here. Still kind of in the fray. Can he keep his gun up is the big question. Maybe? No. No, he cannot. Valiant effort, though. Valiant effort indeed. Still Unjustified going to drop that round. A painful one to lose as well, as Pain Gaming will keep the gravy train rolling here.
Yeah, and here's the timeout called by Unjustified, talking things over. Again, Pain is very good on Nuke, and their T side is something to behold. Let's see if Unjustified can make the adjustments here. And the thing is, they overlooked PKL completely. He was able to freewheel around mid, very patient in his play, and Unjustified were backs turned towards the mid position as PKL found too easily for himself, and that was pretty much the round at that point. Anyway, what I was going to say earlier, right, Mike, is Cyrix and Just Too Easy were off to such slow starts on Inferno the first half. I think they had under 10 frags even when it ended, but the second half was a complete explosion. Cyrix ends up finishing in third, by only behind by 2 frags, with 24 to his name. Sloopy and JS Feltner, the rookies, 25 and 26 frags for them. So, and even Just Too Easy hit 20 at 22 at the end of the day, but I mean, the rookies were the ones that kept them in that, like in the early goings, in particular Sloopy.
Well, it's Just Too Easy here who might have an opportunity. This is bold. This is bold. He's been spotted and punished. Did some damage, to be fair. Damage is not a kill. Oh, speaking of damage, JS Felder wants to go back to it, but the repeaks can't get away with those repeaks. Tons of damage, but you got your bell rung. At this level of play, that kind of a repeak is getting punished 9 out of 10 times. Sloopy, 1. Sloopy finds 2, but still, look at the health. Look at the health. Cyrix, time to break out the pistol, man. I don't know if they know how much damage they've done or the fact that these are the 3 highly damaged players who survive. Get spicy, especially if Hard's Out comes creeping down the ladder. That bomb's still not down. But it gets a lot easier when you know there's only an op. That is unfortunate. Cyrix has gone to the rifle, though. Won't be able to deny this bomb plant. Just might be able to pull off the round.
Oh, that's...
Is he going to...
Okay.
All right. What's Cyrix's choice here? Thinking about it, considering it, the smoke does make life difficult for him. We'll try and go through the smoke. Walk in the smoke. It's been watched. PKL's ready for it. And that'll be Pain taking it through. Maybe not as comfortable as they'd be hoping for, but a round win at this point is fine. By hook or by crook, they've got plenty of cash. They've got all the marbles working in their favor, and they've got 6 rounds.
Yeah, I mean, 6 rounds already on their T side is quite good. And Unjustified are back onto the pistols. They cannot build up their economic footing on their CT side. I do like the pistol call instead of trying to force the issue here for them, because they will have a very good buy up in the following with that full loss bonus. Cyrix trying to do some damage, Just Too Easy as well, and it's just not happening. Big U and Nekez are going to take down 2. That's Feltner and Hitman dropped. Hardzal finds Sloopy trying to push up, and like we talked about, it's not as easy to do those quick, cheeky plays on Nuke, and well, it's getting punished here completely on the pistol buy by Unjustified. Only Nekez goes down, but that is no harm, no foul at all for Pain. 7-1 in their favor.
PKL's only died once on T side. It's pretty bonkers.
Yeah.
One death. The only round that they lost, of course. That's an interesting one to see. Unjustified, unable to kill PKL. Perhaps. He's immortal. Cyrix down for the count early on. That's not boding well. And Hardzal collects further. Aggression in towards ramp was majorly punished. They're going to come swinging on out. Just Too Easy, though. Just holds down. Mouse 1 and Hardzal peeks. Okay.
It's
All
just
right.
spray control in the corner. That's it.
Straight into it. Okay. Bold move when you're low HP. But the wraparound in towards Big Grush does cast JS Feltner off guard. So now advantage reclaimed here for Pain. and they've got full outside control. They don't know it yet, but they could work in a heaven uncontested. It's just lobby presence for Unjustified. Well, Hitman and Just Too Easy seem like they want to set up here. In the meantime, Pain Gaming are going to go back to what's comfortable, the lower site.
Yep. It's working time and time again. Aside from that one defusal that came through, even though PKL kills everyone.
Yeah. Oh my, you're right. PKL didn't even die in the round that they lost.
No. Nope.
I forgot about that. Dude's nuts. Where's, is PKL gonna die this round? Let's get your predictions here, folks. Predict it in chat. Will they kill PKL? Are they even going for this retake? That's a different question. Where are they going? Hitman saving? They're saving. Interesting.
I think it was a gamble stack onto the A side at that point with only 2 players left. They said, look, we're going to stay A. If they come here, great, we'll take the fight. If not, we're saving immediately. And
yeah, they get the up and they're out. They don't want it. They don't want this heat. They don't want this smoke. So PKL will not die this round unless he decides to hug the bomb.
Which is inadvisable.
I don't recommend it. I don't think he anticipates going for it either. So there we go. 8 rounds already found on your T side of Nuke. We were wondering how Unjustified were going to translate to a map that wasn't one of their bread and butter type maps. And so far, not so good, John.
No, not good at all. But if you look at how many times they have played Nuke over advanced playoffs and relegation, including the IEM Dallas Open qualifiers, it was only 3 times. 1 win, 2 losses, -6 round differential. That said, they have been competitive here. So Pain is really bringing it to them. I think that Unjustified, don't forget, they came back from a 14-6 deficit previously. So they're not out of this one. They've got life in them, and they have had some rounds where it felt like they could have pulled it off. So let's see if they can find more of that magic that has blessed them on both Inferno and Mirage in the early season of ECL. Nate's going to fly on through here behind PKL. Does a little bit of damage. Cyrix is holding this angle, so if PKL decides, I should say Nekaz decides to peek around the smoke, he'll go down, but he's just going to walk through it, and Cyrix does eventually flick down towards him and take him out. I believe he saw PKL as well, and that's why he's giving up Garage. And PKL will take that space, so hopefully someone's going to watch it. That said, Hard Zao in the meantime is going to get 2. Sloopy and Just Too Easy. Our drop, that is the B ramp taken. And even more perhaps, Cyrix tries to peek into it to get a response, but Hard Zao was holding for it.
Damage on for PKL. He goes low. Major pressure, though, for Hitman, and he will not be able to escape. Nithon was there for the punish, and this is looking rather dire. JS Feltner's down towards the lower site, but for once, they're not planning here. Bombs down on A. Round is realistically over, and for now, it's a question of whether JS Feltner can win this game of hide and seek. The answer is yes! PKL gets his second death! JS Feltner might survive! He's killed the immortal god!
Well, I wouldn't say he's immortal since he died once before that, right, Mike?
He died and then he rose.
Yes. Either way, yeah, finally JS Feltner takes him down and even finds a second. All right. I mean, Pain doesn't care. PKL's going to be on full money, and so is Nithon after this round. So whatever.
The money is irrelevant.
Yeah.
They are functioning with limitless capital, effectively.
I mean, it's just JS Feltner maybe earning some confidence for himself.
At this rate, with the way Pain is playing, CS is going to need to introduce an inheritance tax to balance their economy.
Yeah. Oh, boy. Timeout called again here by Unjustified, but I mean, what do you say? It's just not going well at all for their CT side, and this is decidedly a CT-sided map.
Guys, do you think we can play Inferno again? That's what they're saying right now.
Yeah, exactly. Can we go back to Inferno? Maybe Mirage? No?
Curious to see how Vert goes as well, right? Because that's where the 16-1 happened previously between these two teams. And this is bode well, exactly.
This is why I was saying at the beginning, I feel like if we go to 3 maps, it definitely favors Pain in terms of the map pool. So we're getting there. We're getting there. Let's see if Unjustified can make a comeback here. But Nekaz is going to go down. First casualty for Pain. It's just too easy finds him, and damage is going back in the direction of Pain Gaming
Okay.
this time. Feldner gets a second for himself onto Hardzao after getting Big Uzera 5v2 in favor of Unjustified. And if they push a little bit further, they'll realize they also have the bomb in their possession. Not sure that's even going to matter, though, as Sloopy has shut down Nithon, and finally the adjustments are made. Unjustified are able to do the early damage. PKL continues to be a force to be reckoned with, though. The one tap, he does Cyrix dirty. And maybe, I mean, he did clutch a one before, Mike. This time he doesn't have the bomb, but he does have time. There's no way they flubbed this one, though, right?
I mean, is there? Isn't there? Put that knife away. Put that knife away. He's fine.
Yeah.
They're fine. PKL gets caught out for his third death. And Unjustified find their second round.
Mhm.
There we go. Just Too Easy pulls even as well on the scoreboard. Unjustified waking up, perhaps? Waking up?
The beast has awoken.
Perhaps. Not quite sure I'm ready to say that just yet. Maybe a little bit of aggression here outside. Utility down, but no, they're not going to chase it. They're just going to set up that util. In meantime, Pain Gaming going to take very comfortable positioning towards the lobby and try and play a game of Find the Tracers. There are no Tracers, so it's just a game of Find the Lineup instead, and Just Too Easy will find his. A trade, though, and JS felt they're burning, can't get away.
Oh,
Hitman somehow keeps this in control of his team with a player going down to a molly. That was looking dire. But it's still Pain Gaming on the back foot, and these players are completely isolated. PKL working his way in outside. He could find some cheeky positioning if he can get all the way around towards Heaven. They've got time. Plenty of it. But he's going to have to deal with this player peeking out of hell. Sloopy drags him on down with him, and it's all on a Nithon. Finds one and dives. Boom.
plant.
Bomb plan here. Nithon getting that money. They don't need that money necessarily, but see if he can turn it into a round. Money certainly never hurts. No one's ever said, man, I wish I had less cash in the next round. Oh, Sloopy. Is he going to go past him? This could be huge from Nithon. This is such a ballsy play.
This is ridiculous.
They've given him the slip. He's going to have a chance at these shots. Do they turn
He
to
can just
check?
wait.
No! Oh,
Oh!
Sloopy! Sloopy's like, where is he? We haven't seen him. We have no idea. Maybe I should turn around. Sloopy figures it out. Well done there from Sloopy. That could have been dire. Hard to read on the first. Was trying to find the second. Really love that play.
That's just the Spidey sense tingling on the back of his neck saying, what's happening here? Something's weird. And turns around and finds him, because I was honestly convinced that he had all the time in the world to wait for them to approach the bomb and they wouldn't have turned back to see him. But no, doesn't happen. And despite a good effort there, Nithon cannot clutch it out, so Unjustified do find their third. Here we go, though. Round number 13. Pain Gaming still trying to find their way into double digits after a torrid start here on their T side, which, regardless of the outcome of these next 3 rounds, is still going to be strong heading over to their CT side. It's good to see a little bit of a recovery here coming through from the Unjustified squad. Sloopy tapping away. Oh, he peeks a little too much, and Nithon will punish. Now Molotov's going to come in to prevent Cyrix from peeking in, and that's again B ramp taken. Nope, Begu also gets the headshot onto JS Feltner, and Hardzao is going to throw a flashbang just to make sure no one pushes out. Just Too Easy manages to find one on Begu, who was lurking around from Tamini, and I think Pain are just going to walk into the B side at this point, although the reinforcements are coming for Unjustified.
Yeah, they're rotating in, but they've lost lower, confirmed. Just
Yes.
Too Easy wants to battle out. Has to be careful about not getting too isolated with his teammates. Wants to flash through. That was messy.
That
Bold. Unjustified do like themselves a little bit of a play through smoke sometimes.
Yeah.
Doesn't work very often against Pain. But, you know, hey. Sometimes you gotta make the play when you're in a man down situation. Bomb is gonna tick away. It will be double digits here on the attacking half for Pain.
To their credit, Mike, there was a
Okay.
Molotov thrown behind them, so they only had one direction to go, which was forward or stay in the smoke, one of the two. And I think they tried to make a ballsy play, pushing on through, and didn't work out at all because there were 2 Pain Gaming members waiting there. So that's how it goes sometimes. Pain Gaming will pick up a 10th round. And this T side just keeps getting better as they continue to exploit the weakness that is the B ramp. One thing that hasn't really worked for Pain that usually does is that quick pop onto the A site. Did work the first time, but Unjustified, that third round victory they got was actually Pain just kind of being a little overconfident, just charging out there and trying to take the fights. Unjustified did punish there. Are they going to try it again?
Perhaps. Perhaps. Looking like he's posturing for a vent drop here. Playing towards Mini. That could get cheeky. What the Pain doing? Minute 25. Playing towards Secret. PKL playing slow outside. He's been such a nuisance. Though it does feel like Unjustified have maybe gotten the better of him the last couple of rounds. Cyrix gets peeked into. Big kill coming through, but Sloopy is there behind the boxes. They get annihilated. Pain were not prepared for that in the slightest. The heavy ramp setup. It's been the position they've tried to bully so many rounds, but they just weren't prepared for the reinforcements. They were not prepared for two bodies to be in that spot.
Finally.
It's a 2-on-3. It's potentially reclaimable for Pain, but yeah, finally they do get punished for trying to abuse ramp. Unjustified. At least show them they can respond.
Look at where Pain is, though. They made it all the way through Secret into B. The thing is, Sloopy does make a good adjustment.
But he's alone. He's isolated if he gets caught. Once again, we've got a tough spot here. Gets himself into the corner, though, and now he's got the glass break, so he's got the audio cue. That's going to trigger rotations. That's going to bring his teammates on over. Do they clear his spot? They do, but he's good for the shot. The trade is there. Still a clutch required from PKL. He'll get this bomb down. 2 kills already in the round. This would be 4. Just too easy. Won't even let him get started. A round for Unjustified. If they can get back to at least 5 here, it's something to build on at the half switch.
And I gotta say, I'm more excited to see Unjustified on their T side with how dynamic they've been. So I agree. 5 rounds here, and it's still anybody's game. Pain Gaming.
Yeah.
We'll have plenty of cash. Yeah. What you were gonna say, Mike?
It's anybody. It's still really good for Pain. Don't want to belittle that.
Look, of course, it's still excellent for Pain getting 10 rounds, but as of late, I've seen a lot of teams flub those strong T-side leads once they get over to their CT side. Maybe it's just a fact they feel too comfortable. I don't know, something psychological. But, yeah, it's
You're just
still
getting a flashback to that one complexity game.
I am.
Where they 10-5 and then
in a lot of
overtime.
ways, yeah.
Sloopy gets the opening pick here. Cyrix is making a ton of noise. Red box is scoping, and there's the flashbang. There's the way too many audio cues given over, considering he didn't know if the red box was clear, and PKL turns it around to the tune of 2 kills. So these are big now. They're going to take Secret. Once again, Pain Gaming's trying to get down towards lower. This time, they're just going to kill everyone en route, though, so they may not have to commit. It's a 4v2 as Pain Gaming are looking to find their 11th round. And as Hitman battles his way in towards lobby, Nekez is waiting. Is he going to look the right way at the right time? Timing could be everything. Hitman
clutch.
He can see a toe. He can see a toe. Hitman doesn't realize what he's got. Nekez is going to get that kill for free. And it's all onto a wounded Sloopy who will be quick to follow him into the grave and out of the half. And we're back in. We're back in. John's getting frisky in the break. He's feeling like he's feeling Zonic's Law right now. But this is the most dangerous scoreline. He's feeling unjustified game in here with the powerful T side. John, you wanna reiterate that on air?
Oh, sure. Okay. I just said I feel like Unjustified are going to have really strong T side. We're going to go to overtime and they're going to win 19-17.
It's bold. It's bold. I like it. I like it. I don't agree with it, but I do like that you're willing to go nuts with it.
Yeah, why not?
See what can happen here. A little bit of a door duel. Oh, Bigazera! Looking the wrong way. Thought he was blocking the door. Instead, it just gets ripped away. And he's down for the count, and the bomb's already down. Unjustified going, hey, already a change-up from what we saw from Payne. They know the A site exists. Hardzow's got two, though. This pistol in his nifty, and Hardzow's just going to kill everybody. Ooh, just executing them one after another as this retake is on, and while Hitman will take care of the Heaven presence, it's this guy, Hardzow, who they've really got to shut down. And just too easy does exactly that. PKL's got no health. So it's up to Netkiz now, and time is out. Time is done. Netkiz, without a kit, I don't think he can even win this round at this point. And
No,
he
it's
doesn't even
over.
realize which side of the cooling tower the bomb is on.
I think he was trying to isolate Hitman, honestly, and just couldn't see him and didn't get a chance to find that frag as Hitman tucked tail and hid behind the wall. He didn't have any reason to peek, and why should he? Bomb's just going to take away, and there's nothing that Payne could do. 5th round picked up by Unjustified, who kick off their T-side with that round victory, and now they'll immediately upgrade to the rifles. They're going to get 2 AKs out of it, a Galil, and likely a couple of MAC-10s to try and farm that money, and that's exactly what they go for. They will have almost full utility as well, a little more so around half, but still. Payne Gaming, on the other hand, will be forcing up. It's going to be an A1S, a Deagle, Scout, FAMAS, and the 5.7. So don't count Payne out of this round just yet. They have a lot of presence on to A. Only one player at B. That's Nithon with the 5.7. And already Cyrex is going to drop PKL to open things up.
So a nice start when you take the Iron Man of the first half out of play right off the rip. Cyrex dropping some bodies, but Biguzera. Oh, Biguzera gets his third. It's all falling apart here. Hudsoun's been chasing the corner, but he drops the smoke that might allow the reload, at least use himself as bait to set up this peak from heaven. Biguzera collects a fourth. Biguzera's going to kill everybody here. It's all under Sloopy. But the ace is potentially on the line, and Biguzera has this bomb to patrol. There's still a minute, though, and Sloopy is completely routing. Problem is, he's just got a MAC-10. So where's he going to go? Secret, it seems, is the answer. As he's making his way all the way around the world. And Biguzera is going to have a lot of possibilities to consider with that window broken. The IDQ doesn't have to be given up. I don't even know that Biguzera would have heard it.
No.
Sloopy. A lot of room to rumble. But for Bigu, just a few more bullets. And this one's done. And he's certainly aware of the possibility. He's checking it. He is checking it. Sloopy out. No idea where to expect the player, but he's giving him the slip. He's giving him the slip. This could be huge. Into the garage. Oh, the peak. Just not quite deep enough to catch Sloopy.
Wow.
Biguzera. So many missed opportunities, but eventually Sloopy does have to cross, and the patience will pay off. An ace for Biguzera. Payne Gaming snatch away the second round.
Second ace of the day for Payne
Yes.
Gaming. First one for Nekaz, and this time it's Bigu. This one's a lot harder. Nekaz had it easy against the pistols, but Bigu had to go up against a buy-up with the A1S in his hands, and it was pretty much the only good rifle brought into the round, and it did all the damage. So great for Payne to bounce right on back after losing the pistol to take a 12 for themselves, and now a timeout being called by Unjustified. They need to talk things over for the third time in this match, and they will opt for a force buy. They realize the situation is extremely dire, and they want to try to go for it right here. We could see an extremely quick play. They are apt to do so on their T side. My guess is it will likely be in towards the vents. They're going to try and smoke it off and jump right on down to that B site. Maybe not. Okay.
Maybe not, indeed. Mini drop coming on in. Here comes the action on the other side of the map, and it's a massacre here, as it's just going to be Sloopy left remaining. That's it's all on to Sloopy here. Let's see what he can do. 30 seconds in the round, 35 seconds in the round, everybody's dead. Sloopy's been spotted. Don't know that you want to take that range fight with an MP9. Neckies, but that one's a little
Oh.
better.
Yeah. Well, the head armor would have helped there for Sloopy. I think he would have gotten the frag if not, but it's just not there for him. And now Pain do get a 13th, and that is so very costly. I'm really kind of wondering if Unjustified should have even gone for that forest buy, because it kind of shuts down their economy for another round here if things don't go right in the previous one, which they absolutely didn't. So, all right.
Oh, what?
Whoa,
Oh,
whoa,
oh, blood
Pain.
sacrifice there. Big Zera's gone down to 39. That was a really
It won't
potent team
matter.
knife. TKL, though, is going to kill a couple to make up for it, as I think he was the one who put a knife in his teammate's back, and should be all okay.
Yeah, sure. It's just Glocks. Just Glocks. And everyone's fine. In fact, I think he did more damage to Biggie than was dealt by Unjustified in the round. So there you go. Just an accidental right click. Sometimes, I don't know if they're changing mice sometimes, right, Mike? But each mouse has its own force required to push down the right click. And I've personally encountered this, right, where some of them are just a lot lighter in how much force they require. And just you lightly tap and all of a sudden you're just accidentally knifing your teammate when it's completely unintentional.
It was completely intentional.
Oh,
It's like,
no.
Big Zera, you got an ace. I got to handicap you on this one. I'm top of the board. You can't catch up. PKL puts the dagger in his teammate's back. It's a soap opera style telenovela. Betrayal. 14-5, though. Pain Gaming have found 14 rounds before. It was a 14-6 last time, you'll recall, John. It's fallen
Yes.
apart before. Slightly different story this time.
Very.
But it gets spicy.
Well, I did predict a crazy comeback for Unjustified, so let's see if it happens. Oh boy. I don't know. I feel like Pain might be just too much right now on Nuke.
Might be. I mean, it is one of their best, most played maps. Not so much for Unjustified, but Just Too Easy's going to try and keep the hopes alive here. And he has found the site. He has found this space. Well, there is Heaven presence. They're not going to be able to deny the bomb plant. That bomb now ticking away. Just Too Easy with a huge kill. And Paint Gaming may not fancy their chances at this one. No, they're going to back away. They're giving this up. They're conceding. They're like, we're not going to get sucked into this trap again.
Nope.
We're not going to open the window for you to get back in. We're going to go ahead and concede this round and try and shut it on your fingers in the next.
Alrighty, Unjustified do indeed find a sixth. Just one frag is all it took, really, to take that A site. And you saw Hardzao go for a Hail Mary in a lot of ways, just charging up the vent and hoping that he would be able to get up there and find a frag, but it was completely read by Unjustified. And that's what was determining if Pain, they were using that as a determining factor as to whether they would go for the retake. And once it doesn't happen, they say, yep, okay, CT spawn it is, and let's keep these guns flowing on forward. They do not have to go for anything risky with this type of lead. So it's the right call to make. Unjustified will come back with the AKs across the board, though, and their full utility on the Paint Gaming side, thanks to that eco, or I should say, sorry, thanks to that saved guns from the previous round. They will have 3 A1Ss, the FAMAS, and the Optiknife on hands. Oh, what a chonky nade. Just Too Easy eats it, takes it right to the face, down to 43, and continues to move forward. Says, I don't care. I need to find this space. That is my one mission right now, along with JS Feltner. And they move their way down into Secret, which, I mean, given the fact they dropped the smokes, the deep wall of smokes there, it's probably expected, but still, they might make it there a little faster than Pain anticipate. No one at the B site defending for Paint, so there won't be any audio cues either on the Unjustified side. Could gain a lot of space and wrap around here and make life difficult for Neckies. Thing is, they have to give an audio cue of some kind.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. You wait until your teammates are hitting ramp, and then you break the glass, so hopefully the noise gets missed in all the confusion and the commotion. Problem is, position for Knife on, he's probably going to hear it. But you never know. Chaos happens. And actually, just going to hold, and it's going to work out. Doesn't have to break the glass till he's getting a kill, and on they go. Next, go quick to give that up. The op can't chase either. I think this is a blood pull for it. Never mind. Pain get the kill. I was going to say, if they don't get that one, they might just bail, but no. Now in a 4-on-4, this is too tempting, but they don't realize that JS Feltner's chilling out here towards Secret. And he's going to have a huge backside.
Oh.
They have no clue. There's one, there's two. It's a spray down massacre. And that just about determines the round. Finally, Hard Out can punish at the lead. He's just trying to get away with the AWP, and he will be allowed no such thing. Are they doing this again, John? Are they doing this
I don't
again?
know. I don't know.
Starting to get a little tingling. A little tingle deep in my plums that something special could be happening once more.
It's going to be a technical pause here called by Unjustified, Mike. Perhaps having some issues. But either way, yeah, I'm feeling it as well. Even though I still feel like Pain has a sizable lead. They're on CT side. It's Nuke. Whew. I know I already called it, right? I'm the one who should be saying, yes, Unjustified is going to come out with this, but I also have to play the other side and say it is Pain's best, one of their best maps. They love to play here, so it's going to be an uphill battle and require a lot of heroics from pretty much every single player on this Unjustified roster. Cyrix has been very, very quiet here, as opposed to, of course, Inferno second half, where he exploded. But we remember that he was quiet in the first half of Inferno. Maybe he's going to wake up soon and start contributing here to help with this attempted comeback. All right, timeout is now over. They fixed up whatever was wrong. And looks like we're going to get started here with round number 22.
Here we go. Mag 7 for Biguzera. He can channel the energy of the mag. Swagger time. Lots of damage for Hard Out. Despite being full blinded there, he does get one, and Biguzera's chimed in and gets an upgrade to an AWP for a moment. Only a moment.
For a second.
Yeah, he got to touch the gun.
Yeah.
Got to think about using the op. Spot here. Whoa, but Sloopy gets caught a little bit too tucked in. Nick sees him and can deal the damage. Now 2-on-2, and both these players are locked in towards site. The question is, how does PKL get up the vent? Well, he's up now, so that question's been answered. They go into the lobby. They don't have kits. Can't leave too much time on this. PKL wants to get out the hut. So not going to fight together, and that means JS Feltner's position could actually be really potent. PKL now making the move. He's done the damage, but it's going to be about JS Feltner. He swings on the first. PKL knows the spot. What's he trying? He's just trying to save the AWP, realizing they don't have time, realizing he didn't have the kit. Oh, and he's missed the shot, so he's down for the count. No up save through. Pain Gaming conceding another. And frankly, John, in that situation, it felt like they went so slow, they didn't give themselves the proper chance to win that round.
Oh boy. Yeah, I agree, but I think Unjustified just played it intelligently and didn't let Pain dictate the flow of play. And after that bomb plant, great post plant hold by Unjustified. JS Feltner played that really well. I mean, especially at the end, the 1v1, jiggle peeking, baiting out the op shot, and then immediately charging on forward, taking advantage of that split second you get after the op shot is taken to capitalize and get the frag and ensure that Pain saves nothing on over into this round. Another timeout called this time, and it is Pain calling for the timeout now. They want to talk things over because their economy is kind of run dry. So they're going to have to be on an eco round, and they're deciding how much they want to invest here. It looks like it's going to be a half buy, though. Little bit of utility, some pistols, maybe less than that, in fact. Yeah, not even. I wouldn't even call this a half buy. Just upgraded pistols coming through with a flash and a Zeus for Nekis. We'll see where where Nekis is going to post up that Zeus. Hard down. Yeah.
Well, depends on the Zeus. One of them just had a bit of a health issue, so our thoughts with that Zeus for sure. Brazilian Zeus.
Yeah. Oh, yes, of course.
Really, really unfortunate news there. So hopefully a quick recovery on the subject of Zeus. Let's see what Nekis can do with this Zeus in hand. Probably not much. But I like the gumption.
Likely.
Nathan drops the guy red box. That's a gun, perhaps. Biguzera gets himself an upgrade. If he can get to it. He's taking his time with the deagle, right?
Very
There's still
hesitant.
potential threats here. And I get it, but he's been wrapped around. He was looking at the wrong threat. He's looking at the wrong threat. And Nathan lost his chance to isolate the red box player. They left. They're not going to give him his fight. Cyrix is low. Cyrix is so low. Oh, but Nekis can't connect. The bullet would have done it. Could have body shotted him down, to be quite frank, but of course, he didn't know that. So Nathan with the PT-50, can he run a little bit more up? amok. The round seems a distant thought, but damage might not matter substantially, but it'll do something. Still, this is now 5 rounds in a row for Unjustified Gaming.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it
think
was 11
think
for
so.
half.
Yeah.
5 rounds in a row for Unjustified
Oh,
Gaming.
sorry, 4 rounds because they got pistol, right, Mike, and then they lost.
Yes, you're right. You're right. 4 rounds in a row for Unjustified Gaming. An investment comes back up for Pain. But if they lose this, they're broke. So, critical round here for Pain. Otherwise, we got double digis on the board for Unjustified and real signs of concern for Pain once more.
Nithon needs a big round. They smoke off garage. So Nithon can't really do much unless he rotates around. But on top of the garage smoke, they have a deep wall of smokes. All right. Unjustified gain all the space, but finally Nithon does catch just too easy. A little too eager there for the outer take. And now a 5v4 in favor of Pain. Still a lot of time on the clock for Unjustified to work with, but that one is going to sting a little bit, especially since they weren't able to gain much space there. That said, they are rotating around towards ramp. Nekiz, another important fight. Good flashbang thrown, but Nekiz actually looks away from it completely and will call for the reinforcements at admin. Oh, what a play. Nekiz hightails it out of there. Nithon comes through, drops Hitman. Luckily for Unjustified, they at least get 1 frag out of it, but they're still a man down as they try to go for this take, and they have to be careful to clear out all the positions, because in observation, that's where Nekiz is hiding.
Nekiz with the timing. He's just missed them. He's missed them. Oh, it gives the audio cue. They know now. He has no idea they're in. He has no idea they're through. That's a complete mental lapse from Nekiz. Had no information that they walked all the way in. Hardzao with the kill on Cyrex. Might still keep this round in whack, but that's a huge blunder. The door opens. The bomb's gone down. Hardzao trades himself out 1 for 1. It's into the clutch for Biguzera. It's into the clutch, and he's going fast. He doesn't want to wait on it.
I think he knows. He
has
has a
the
feeling.
read. Did he spot him? He's got the read. He's totally locked in. He must have spotted him just as Sloopy was slipping back through, and Biguzera's got it. That's going to be map point secured for Pain. They let quite a few rounds slip. They even let this one get dangerous, get scary, but Biguzera is there to close things out.
All right. Well, Pain find map point again. They did have 3 of them on Inferno, but couldn't close it out. Now they have 6 opportunities against Unjustified.
John, they've got no money.
They don't have much money because that was so expensive. And Unjustified aren't doing too badly with that bomb plant. They actually can get a full-on buy.
Yeah. Pressure is still majorly on. This isn't a gimme by any measure for
No.
Pain.
And they know it.
Biggie will drop a rifle, but no op-up for Nithon. No big green. It's just going to be the rifles here. Utility will be okay for some of them. Hardzao figuring out what he wants to get. If he might opt for a little bit more of that util. Tough spot for Pain to play from.
I mean, at
All
least
right,
you have
so-
A1Ss across the board, but you
Okay.
don't have the op.
I was going to say, Hardzao, you do have to buy eventually, man. But it seems applause comes in.
Yeah, it's back-to-back timeouts for Pain, who are burning 3 of their 4 timeouts right here. I should say 2 of their 4 because already 1's been used. So yeah, 1 left essentially is what I was trying to say.
The third of their 4. There we
There
go,
you
John.
go.
We got there. We got there. We
eventually,
wordsmithed
right?
it.
Yeah.
We wordsmithed it. Well, they're going to
Yeah.
figure out what they want. Certainly, they don't burn the 4th timeout. Do that? Do that?
No.
More timeouts?
No.
Is this the second one? There we go. There's the investment from Hardzao. Here they're going to go. He goes for the rifle. He even gets the head armor. So he really didn't want nades. But 1 more round, all that's required of Pain. As they look to shut this down. To end this map. Before it gets truly concerning. Peeks in towards ramp. That was the focal point for Pain. This time Nekiz trying to hold the line, and they're going hunting. They're going looking. He's alone. Did a good job of falling away before dropping, but last round he got completely out on the site, and this time he'll get a kill before he fades away. So advantage found for Nekiz. Information gained as well. And he looks like he wants to stick around for another. He's got it. He's got it. Nekiz takes 2. The bomb makes its way down towards lower, but Hardzell's already in position. He's got the double doors open. He's got the space in towards control. As they cross towards the plant, he's going to be such a risk, such a threat for them to deal with. His teammates starting to group up, starting to rally. That drops the bomb in the back line. It's all on to Hitman. He'll find the first, but no more. Ping Gaming close out nuke and send us to